And we begin this hour in the Eastern Cape. The 6 suspects charged with the murder of 18 people at Ngobozana village in Lusikisiki are expected to plea on charges against them at the Lusikisiki Magistrates Court. The suspects are facing 19 murder charges, including a Kwapaka murder, as well as being in possession of unlicensed firearm and ammunition. The alleged mastermind is expected to conduct his own defense. 8 weeks have been set aside for this trial. Watching developments for us is SABC News reporter Nomzwanele Mngoma, who joins us now live from the local magistrates court. And Nomzwanele is still quite empty at that courtroom, at least for now, but we know this is a case that's garnered the attention of so many in that community.
Well, yes, it is still empty inside the court, even outside, because we're expecting to see a high number of residents making their way in, as they've done before. But I'm thinking that because it is a small courtroom and they are not allowed to come inside the court, maybe some decided not to come and stay in their houses, but we are still expecting some to make their way in, because as I've spoken before with a family member who is a spokesperson for all the affected families, Mr. David King, he was raising the issue of the size of this courtroom, saying that they were expecting to at least have to be given at least 2 courtrooms where there will be a screen on the other courtroom, so that there won't be a selective number even of family members to be allowed inside the court. So that is why one of the issues that they were raised. And when we spoke to him, he was also still raising the same sentiments that the government failed to protect their loved ones by releasing some of these suspects on parole. As you remember, some are absconded, some were on parole and were able to commit these criminal activities. So they were saying that they need a review on that. But inside this courtroom today, we are expecting these 6 suspects to plead on the charges labeled against them, which include 19 counts of murders. And you know that it's 18 people in Ngobozana, and then the 19th one is that of a politician that was killed in Kwapaka Kijana. So it's those counts of murders and being in possession of unlicensed firearms and ammunition. So we'll hear today on how they plead on those charges. And also, when I spoke to the NPA spokesperson in the province, he said that we might also expect witnesses to take the stand. And this is a matter that is very that had attracted a high number of people. So we are also waiting for to hear from the court if many people will be granted access inside the court, because they wanted to hear from the suspects on the motives behind these killings. As you remember that this incident is not a matter that has only happened in Ngobozana, but the crime in the Lusikisiki area is very rife. So the residents, family members want to hear the motives, especially now that there are people that have been apprehended.
Absolutely. This certainly goes down as one of the more gruesome mass killings we've seen in recent history. Nomzwanele Mngoma is live to us from inside the Lusikisiki Magistrates Court for now. Thanks very much indeed.